Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone.
We're stood in the smallest space in the house this morning, so I hope you can see us all right.
Compact bar area.
Yes.
Yes.
We've decided about the fridge, the drinks fridge, so that's going to go here, which means that Andy now knows where to put the socket, which is the next job, really.
We want to get the floor done in the walk-in wardrobe, which is the other side of this wall.
Yep.
But I need to get all the electrics in first, that we need to run through them, and this is one of them.
Yes. So it's still dirty in here, it still needs a good clean up, it's got to be painted, the ceiling's got to be sorted
We're going to
out.
put a nice wooden top on here, some mirror shelves on the walls and stuff, and things like that, make it into a nice,
should look nice.
posh little space. That's Jessie banging the camera, by the way.
If you're wondering why we're spending our time on a bar when we've got everything else we could be doing, and the walk-in wardrobe, of course, it's because both of these items are kind of in the middle of the house, and you see that from the plan.
I'll put another one up for you today.
And it just means that when we come to do the rest of the house, we're not going to have to keep going through here, because we've got access through what will be the dining room into the kitchen, and from the lounge we've got our main entrance on the front of the house, so it kind of makes sense to us at least.
It's like you start and do a house, you start at the top and work your way down, so you're not, if you start at the bottom, then when you do the top you've got to bring all your mess through the bottom. We're right in the middle of the house, so all the mess is going outwards. So if we did the other bits first, they're going to get messy.
Indeed.
Good point.
Yes. So I thought just clarify that, because I'm sure some of you thinking we're bonkers. Well, we are.
Well, you are. Anyway, let's get this sorted out. It's still super cold, hence the reason we're all jacketed up. We're forecast to be super warm in the next few days coming up to 30 degrees, which will be lovely. But in the meantime, we'll carry on with this. Right, so I'm in the bathroom, the main bathroom. I've got my electrical supply comes in here. I'm going to bounce a wire off there. I said in the last video, explained, we're going to be putting all wooden floors down here, so I'm just going to run it along the floor into the walk-in wardrobe, across the floor of that, and pop it out through the wall in the bar area. So this is the walk-in wardrobe. This is where the bar area is, on the other side of this wall. Now we've got the fridge in place, I'm going to drill a hole straight through the wall to see where I need my cables to go, because I've no idea from this side. So I'll get my drill and go and do it. Right, so the designated fridge position, I've got my massive drill bit. I don't think I need one quite that long. So I just want to put it just at the back behind it. I'll slide them out of the way. And just mark the spot. In fact, it's going to go straight through, I think. Yeah, that wasn't too thick at all. Let's have a look what we've got. Absolutely perfect. It's here, and if you can see that on there, which is pretty much exactly in line with the side of the doorway there, which means I can just run my cable in. It was going to come in that way anyway, but it's straight across the floor, up the wall in some conduit, and poke it through with my socket on the other side. Brilliant. So there's my hole. I just worked out my conduit. I'm just going to put a big hole just into the wall for the elbow to go into, and then we get it fixed. Should do it. Lovely. Look at that, eh? How good's that? Perfect. Right, get some cable through it now. Right, so with that in, before I put the cable through, I'm just going to put the clips on the wall for the conduit. One at the top and one at the bottom. And that's nicely. Then we can thread our cable through. should go in there. Yes. That's it. And I'll just mark this bottom one, drill that, and then we can get the cable through. So with our clips in, attempt to thread our wire through. You can never do it in one piece with all the joints on. So we'll just do it a bit at a time. We'll do it this way. Put him on there. Oh, it says lies. There we go. Lovely. It's through. I'm not putting the conduit on the bottom because it's going to have a big thick insulation through it. Right, get him through there, into the back of our socket. Alrighty. There we go. So normally I'd channel it into the wall, but it's a cupboard and, and it's got a wall stuff in front of it anyway. Right, wonderful. Right, so the wire's in. As I said, it's going to have like 40mm of insulation over the top of that, so it'll be good as it is. And on the other end, my wires are poking out of the wall, where I'm going to attach my socket to, which I'm going to do right now. So with the socket attached to the wall, making sure it's level, it's just a case of connecting the wires and putting the front on it. There it is, front on. All I've got to do now is wire the cable into the junction box where my power circuit, my socket circuit comes in. But we've got a video uploading. I was just about to hastily shut the computer down and disconnect the power, and I realised it's at 98%. So it shouldn't take too long, but if we cut it off now we might lose the whole lot and have to start again.
The fridge is in, socket's connected, we've just switched it on, it's working, lights on. I don't know whether you can actually make out on the display, it's 11 degrees at the moment, so we actually don't need the fridge yet, but we're all set for summer now at least.
Okay, so now that's done, all the wires in, everything's ready, we can start on the floor. We've been and got our shelving, which should just fit in the room, lots of these, plus 2 more from upstairs. We've got a chest of drawers we need to build up there to release the 2 up there. We're slowly getting organised. So the next thing now is to get the floor down, and then we can get these in place. Right, so we're going to do the same as we did upstairs with the floating floor. Just going to put this XPS down on the floor. Unfortunately there's a lot of cutting. Unfortunately the room's not square, as none of them are, and the walls aren't even straight. So we're going to do the best that we can with it. We'll get this down and then we're going to float the laminate on top of this. Give us a nice insulated, clean space hopefully. So we'll start the cutting. Smashing. I just need to notch out around this now to allow it to go flat and go back to the wall.
The first bit's in. You can see what Andy's referring to in terms of the wall not being straight at all. Same this end, but it is what it is, so just have to we make do.
So the first one's down. Basically these just slot into there and you press it down and it clicks into shape. So this end needs to go into there. I need to cut it. So basically I'm just going to turn it round the other way, because this is the end I want to cut, and mark it off this, cut it with a jigsaw, and hopefully that'll just click into there. Obviously I'm going to have to notch out for that again. Right, so that one's in. We've just about got enough to do it, so I'm going to use this end from a cut off there, bring it down here, and then we can get another full board in there, and then cut a smaller one for that, and so on. Alright, first 3 rows are in, now it's time for the next layer of XPS, and then we'll carry on. So we're nearly there. It's looking pretty lovely actually. We're going to have to work out what to do with the edges after, because as I said, the walls are all over the place. Another challenge, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, so we're right at the end now. We've got some particularly challenging ones. On the left hand side there, I'm going to have to rip a whole board down all the way, and then try and cut the right hand one to go around the step there. It's not going to be easy, but let's get on with it. I'm going to try and do this quick and easy on the table, so I've just measured the gap. It's uneven, it's wavering, but I've measured it at the narrowest point, and I'm just going to try and rip this down with the table, so it should be nice and clean and easy. Well, that one went in easy enough. Just this problem child now to deal with. There's going to be several tricky cuts on this, probably going to have to do with the jigsaw little by little, because I'm going to go all the way up to the end to just about where my boots are eventually. And okay, the last one. The first thing I'm going to do is cut it to the longest length, because this side the corner curves in, then I've got a notch round for the doorway. The other side comes in, I've got a notch out for the doorway. So I'll cut it to my longest length and then take it from there. With it cut to length, the next thing I've done is taken the shape of my corner, which is not an easy shape, cut that out of it, and I'm going to do the same on this one, take my corner out of this side as well. Then hopefully it should drop in. There we go, a bit of an epic struggle, but it's in. I'm just going to put some foam under that front edge now, because it's a little bit high, just to give it a bit of support, and then we'll get the last couple of bits in the door entrance. Don't know how you can make that out, but I've got a bit of a dip there, so I'm going to squirt some foam under that, let that go off, let it expand, and that'll give us the support. Rest of it's alright, it's just that little bit, and that's where we're going to be getting the most traffic. So we want to make sure it's right. It's got a right undulation in it though, such is the nature of the place. Right, I'll get the last piece of this in here now. I'm going to stick that down as well, I think. And we'll let that go off. We can carry on. Right, okay. Can you see me? We're done. Just going to let all this go off now, then just trim this back. That's done a pretty good job after that has. So we're just waiting for Sharon now. Sharon's gone shopping. She's going to see if we can get us a mat for it, so we can take our shoes off easily when we're coming out, because we don't want to be treading all this rubbish into there, do we? So now I'm going to leave the edgings until we've got all those cupboards and shelving in, because there's no point edging where you can't see. There's going to be right buried under cupboards and things. Yeah, that'll be next. Right, so just to finish that off temporarily, we've got our mat down. I've put a little wooden edge in, so the front of the laminate doesn't get chipped or knocked as we're going in and out of there. The next thing I think is to build the shelves. And these are the said shelves. Same ones we've got in the kitchen, same ones we've got upstairs. They can be a bit wonky, a bit rickety when you get a lot of weight on them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to screw them all together when they're all in place, and perhaps even fix them back to the wall to make sure they're stable. But before we know exactly how we want them, I need to build them all up. Right, so the first one's done. We've left a bigger gap at the bottom to make the space more usable. Sharon's got millions of shoes, which will probably go nicely under there, and a smaller one at the top for smaller things. We think that's logical. We're just going to build them all like that. So work one down, many to go. So the last one, number 5. What a mission. Cool. And then we're going to stick them in there, and see how best to arrange them and fix them together, etc, etc. I'll have to consult with Sharon, of course, for that. So we'll get this one finished and see where we're at. There we go. As I said before, we've got 2 more upstairs, but we need to build the chest of drawers, which will be coming up in the next video, to free them up. It's just so much stuff, moving things around, but we're finally going to be organised, I think, aren't we?
We are.
We
yes.
are indeed.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to be doing it. We're going to. This will. Put your teeth in, lad. We're going to call it a day here because we're going to be doing 2 videos.
2 videos. We're going back to 2 videos a week. We did warn you that that might happen.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
So this is Thursdays, and we're talking to you now, and the next one will be on Sunday. Well, we should have all these, hopefully get them all in, decide how we're going to fix them. We're going to fix them to the wall, maybe, we don't know, but we're going to go and have a mess about them now, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm going to confer with Sharon, the boss, on these sort of clothing storage things. So, yeah, Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks guys, and we'll see you on Sunday.
We will.